From 2017, I was always watching self-improvement style of videos, mostly for my studies because I was in 10th grade at that time, and those videos motivated me a lot. But I seriously started watching self-improvement videos from this video made by Ice Cold JT. I remember it was early 2022, and I found this NoFap video to be very funny, and I like this guy. So I started watching his videos. He always mentioned Hamza and how awesome he is. So in April 2022, I started watching Hamza videos and I got hooked. Hamza is a legend. I respect him for what he has achieved in his life and I can relate to him a lot. He's like a big brother I have always needed. He helped me on my self-improvement journey so much. Okay. I know videos about Blackpill. Where did my Blackpill journey started? I watched old video of Hamza where he was arguing with a Blackpill content creator named Wheat Waffles. I was on Hamza's side obviously, but still Wheat Waffles was making sense to me. So I started watching his content. It was very unique content for me at that time. I had no experience watching something like this before. Before I start talking about Blackpill, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a short Indian guy who got bullied a lot in school days. Like I remember at my first day in school, guy randomly put pencil knob in my hand for no reason and was laughing at me. Teacher slapped in and I was like, okay, but why me? Had toxic parents, toxic brother who used to literally touch my ass. Like my ass is very thick. Like I give insane competition to girls. I can say that at least. So my small brother touching me without my consent, like this isn't going to make my mental health good. Then I never had any good friends. I was always lonely, sitting alone in the back bench. People used to use me for their benefits. I never got any attention from girls. I mean, I was always afraid of girls because I feared that some girl could easily ruin my entire life by false accusing me. Even if I just touched her by mistake. I'm not kidding, I even bought a paper spray for girls. Yeah, I know it's funny, but this is just my NFP scared yes. I was always considered as a failure by my parents and everyone around me, and I was always of no use to anyone. When I say I was very insecure about myself, it's about everything, but yeah, let's be more specific. My ass is being thick is a reason a lot of guys acted weird around me, and I felt like they will rape me or something. Lots of even have touched my ass without my consent and made creepy statements about it. Then I suffered with severe acne. I still have some acne, but it's manageable now. And my short height. My gosh, it's hard being a short guy because people don't take you seriously just because you don't look intimidating. Okay, so I told you why I was so insecure about myself and why it was easy for a person like me to fall for the trap of Blackpill. Let's start with the Wheat Waffles videos. Look at these videos, he rates people's faces. That's so shallow, man. I used to be so blue pilled. I thought everyone is beautiful in their own way, which I still believe, but I never thought that Blackpill look at jawline, how tall Ramos is, if he has hunter eyes or not, cheekbones, hair, stuff like that, etc. I actually forgot to tell what's blue, red, and Blackpill. I will tell this in my way quickly to make sure those few percentage of people watching understand it. You know what people I'm talking about. Blue pill is Disney movies, normal media, personality overlooks, true love exists, everyone will get a partner, stuff like that. Red pill is basic self-improvement, like now you'll have blue pill and you wanna improve yourself. This is the community for you. Status, money, body, etc. matters here. Black pill. Looks are everything. By looks I mean not your body, which you can improve. Black pillars believe that stuff like that, your race, you were born in, your jawline, your height, these things which you obviously can't change. Okay, Wheat Waffles, I understood one thing. Yes, this guy disagrees a lot with red pill advice, like having abundance mindset for making friends and relationships. He said it's laughable to think that you have lots of options in dating. This guy doesn't have empathy for sure. is probably INTJ. Just hear me out. If a girl rejects you in Stone Age days, you were fucked. Because we were used to live in tribes and we had very limited options. Our brain thinks that way, even though we don't live in tribes now. We can even marry a girl from different nation. So having an abundant mindset is a cool thing because the girl who rejected you isn't the only girl alive on the planet called Earth. Look what he has to say about going to the gym and improving your physical health.
Where going to the gym will not work. If you fall into any one of these 4 categories, then going to the gym may as well be pointless. And in fact, it will only cause you detriment. It will make your situation even worse than it was before. So number 1, and this should come as no surprise to you, manlitism. This is when a man of below average height goes to the gym, and rather than making him look more dominant, more alpha, he ends up just looking like a pathetic, little, aggressive, angry leprechaun. It looks like you're overcompensating. And
You know what's my thoughts on this? A short, skinny guy looks worse than a short guy who is jacked. Overcompensating my ass. This is absolute bullshit advice. Take care of your health. Go to gym or just do some sort of exercise every day. You will have less brain fog and increased motivation to do any work. Also, these guys always use Tinder statistics to prove a point in their video. Tell me one thing, on Tinder, what is the first thing you can see? How the guy looks and his lifestyle, right? Can you listen to him and understand how he thinks about this world? If you guys even have compatible personalities or not, if you have similar interests, nothing. It just looks, and there's like one girl for every 5 to 10 guys on the app, and guys have very low standards. So even average girl gets more than 50 matches easily in a single hour. I once tried Bumble and I got absolutely 0 batches. I mean 0 friend requests as well. That was like the biggest turn off for me, and I never looked back at these dating apps aside from one which I will tell about later. So what I'm saying, girls have too many options on dating apps, so obviously they will go for the top 20% best looking ones. It's obvious, even though I would do the same if I don't know anything about girls other than just their looks. And trust me, I have talked with girls, now I mean online, and they have told me they don't even are serious about dating, online dating I mean. They just install the app because their friends did it. So it means a lot of girls, even if they get likes and matches, they won't even respond to you, even if they might find you interesting, because they simply don't care. Okay, there's one dating app named Boo. I installed it because I got its advertisement and I was like, I want to make new friends, so let's install it. I got 1 to 2 friends who I talk with here and there. Aside from that, not much happened even after scrolling for ages on that app. Biggest plus point of the app was its personality based. So it's like they tell you if you at least have potential together or you're compatible. Like for my ENFP is a great match for me. But overall, still no. Online dating sucks. Just meet people offline. Maybe just give flowers to some random girl and start a conversation with her. If you find her interesting, give her your number. She will message you or call you if she interested. I'm strongly against cold approach myself. I think warm approach is better, but it's up to you. I don't know, I haven't tried these things because I'm broke as fuck. I don't have any money to go on a date. Okay, important question. Looks or personality? Does looks matter? Yes, looks matter. If it wasn't obvious, looks tell that you can give birth to child which will survive decently and have great genetics if you have good genes. So everyone, men and women, care about looks. What about personality? I'm telling from personal experience, there are genuinely girls who will choose you if they like your personality or an attractive guy, even if you look average. And most guys look average. Average guy isn't 4-foot dwarf Indian who looks better looking. 6'8" giga chat Daddy Ken or me? Obviously Daddy Ken. I will happily suck his 9 inches gigantic cock. Overall, God has given us humans two main purposes. First one is to survive and then reproduce. Better genetically born kids will survive longer, so that's why girls will go for better looking guys who can protect and provide for them. Guys thing is simple, he just wanna spread his seed as much as possible. I don't like this like main alpha gorilla fucking lots of females and then they going for beta boxers to provide for them. Like that's how God made us. It's fucked up. I'm more of a blue pill guy. I believe in concepts like yin and yang, where both partners come together and become complete entities. This concept seems so much more wholesome. Of course, I'm a short guy, so I will talk about this video. Yes, height matters. I will agree on that. Why does it matter? Well, it's cause it means you can protect your woman, and guys want bigger boobs and ass cause that's needed for better babies. Simple and short, pun intended. But hey, I can't change my height. Some guys in comments said if you're short, at least you need your bank balance to be taller. Lol, true. That's on the viewer though. If my channel blows up this year, I will definitely be able to buy stuff with my own money for the first time in my life. Next time I'm gonna talk about this video. Blue pill lies debunked, huh? Let's see, cause I'm quite a blue pill person. Just be yourself. He said if you're ugly, you're gonna get rejected anyways. Bruh, just tell me, isn't it common sense that if you act in a certain way, like trying to act mysterious, that's not your natural self. I want girl to be attracted to my own authentic self. So you're wrong here, dumbass. Just be confident. Video often says looks is equal to confidence. I would agree on that. If you look good, people will treat you well, and that positive feedback loop will result in you having high confidence. But this belief in my own way, just chill out. Don't have to overthink and try to connect with them. Even if you don't get romantic partner, there's always a chance that you will get a good friend. If I ask 100 girls, one will say yes. It often says this will ruin your reputation just after 2 to 3 girls rejecting you. I would have to definitely agree on this one. Especially in a country like India, it's always better to get to know each other better. If you compatible, then ask out probably. That makes sense to me because compatibility is like the most important thing in relationship. 20 to 30 years of age is gonna be peak attractiveness, but how will you stay with the old person who doesn't look attractive now, huh? That's the thing. You have to think long term, in my opinion. If you're like me, obviously, you don't have to listen to me though. I have spent 2 years thinking about these things, so I think this video could help out at least few of you guys. Just put yourself out there. Video first says 0 into anything is equal to 0. What the fuck is this thinking, my lord? I literally have no real life friends because I don't go outside and touch some grass. Don't be like me. There is always chance to meet your life partner. Keep trying. Humor matters most. Just be funny. Weed says Weed says women voluntarily laugh at shared jokes. Well, yeah, this is true. Even I do that. If my favorite person makes a joke, I laugh at it harder without even trying. The same joke told by some random guy. Do you need to look at this from this perspective that being funny is kind of like a skill? If you're not very attractive, just become very good at one skill. People will appreciate you a lot for that. Like being very funny or playing guitar nicely. You know the deal. Meet up with our friends ASAP. Which says I guarantee they will say negative stuff. I swear to God. People are not that bad. There are lots of nice people. Stop thinking negatively. Just get a haircut. Which says it only works on attractive guys. What? I look ugly as fuck with buzz cut. I look better with longer hairs. I think most guys look better with longer hairs. So I would recommend you to you buzz cut as well as long hairs to try. You know the deal. Hair matters a lot, okay? Shut up. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, which says 95% of the Tinder likes goes to the top 50%. Again, Tinder data. This is a mixed thing, cause yes, there are general things you're biologically attracted to, like curvy body and height, but still there's niche stuff as well. Like I find skinny girls quite attractive. They just need to not have pimples though, cause I have suffered with pimples, so I don't want my future child to suffer with it. You know. Look at this cute Russian girl. If there's 100 guys watching this video, all 100 guys will say she's so cute. So beauty is a subjective. Everything will work out in the end. Weed says there is no magic force in the universe. It's just having an optimistic mindset, man. You just have to keep trying to find the perfect person for you. Always pay as a man. Weed says women earn their own money. Maybe it's just me, but it feels very empowering when you are the person who's host party and everyone there is having fun for free of cost. And when they know you paid for the whole thing, the amount of respect you get, that's why my whole thinking is just more than average and spend money for other people and live a respectful life. Same applies even for dating. The creator is stuck in his own ways, to which Weed says he knows what he's talking about. I can't say anything about this because I think nobody's right or wrong. We live in our own imaginations and beliefs. Haha.
You heard it here first, guys. This short, bald, ugly, overweight guy could theoretically attract not just this 9 out of 10 woman, but dozens more, so they can all live in the same house, taking turns.
Why the fuck do you wanna date a 9 out of 10 model? Here's all the phrases they use in Blackpill. Sub 5, ugly guy. Normie, average looking guy. Chad, top attractive guy. Giga Chad. SMV means sexual market value. It's determined by your face, height, physique, money, out of all the things. PP size as well. Becky, average looking girl. Stacy, very attractive girl. Blue pill, red pill, black pill. Looksmaxing, improving your looks. Gym maxing, niche maxing. Gesture maxing, trying too hard to be funny. Geomaxing, changing location to a place where people find you attractive. Americans doing this by going to countries like Thailand. Those Thai girls valuing them more than the girls in their own country. Pretty boy, more of a feminine looking attractive guy. Hyper masculine, opposite of pretty boys, very masculine. Male gaze, like going extreme in gym and instead of attracting women, they end up attracting men. Lol. Female gaze, look girls like lean physique. Mewing, putting your tongue like in the picture at the top roof of your mouth and breathing through your nose instead of mouth breathing. MGTO, giving up on woman. Manlit, very masculine short guy. Beta bugs, a guy who is chosen by a woman for settling down. When in their prime beauty years, they don't choose this guy, but they wanna settle down. You know the deal. Simp gives too much attention and validation, sometimes even money to girls online. White knight, guy who goes beyond defending a girl just cause he wants that pussy. Any word we sell. I think it originated from the word incel, which means somebody who wants sex but can't get it. Pretty derogatory word. So just putting anything we sell, gym sell, bar sell, short sell, etc. etc. Alpha, high value man. Beta, low value man. Sigma, introverted alpha male. This is pretty new term nowadays, used pretty commonly. Mog means to overshine somebody. If a 6 foot guy standing beside a short guy, you are basically height mogging him. Hunter eyes, prey eyes, hollow cheek, lean face, no extra fat. Negative campfire tilt. If eyes look downward like this, manosphere. All this red pill, black pill, men's space stuff. Most brutal black pill videos. Let's see what they have to offer. This first video made a very dumb argument that Why do you want your future kids to suffer because of your ugly genetics? Just give up, lamao. That's not how it works. When both partners mate, their child gets dominant genes, which means stronger genes. If my wife is beautiful, my daughter will get her genes more than mine. I have never seen a child who was born worse than both of their parents. Literally, even short couples had 6 foot tall babies. Just because they were short doesn't mean all their relatives are also short people. 6 foot babies got genes of those relatives, probably. Maybe I'm totally wrong about this, but hey, prove me wrong. Make a reply video of this video, okay? If you have guts, haha. I saw all the other videos. It was complete waste of time. These black pillars were so jealous of Giga chats getting treated nicely by girls. These guys don't even give commentary in their videos. It's just plain text. Also, I used to watch videos like these, which didn't really help. From October 2023, I started seeing lots of edits of Chico Miowski and those other two. Wait, actually, I will show you my favorite edits of that time. I don't care about copyright claims, so yeah, I made these for the video cause why not?
Yeah, like you want to mug, go do something good for your community and brag about that.
Yeah.
You want to
Very
mug,
good.
help someone out at your school that's getting bullied. Do something with that. I'm gonna tell you, it makes you just that much more attractive being a good person.
If you're like better looking than other people, like if you go in a room when you're like just like you overshine them or something like this.
Such a terrible phrase.
Why would you want to do that, right? Like
I'm mugging. It was a mystery.
Special mention to this guy named Chatak for ruining my mental health. First guy who introduced Blackpill in India. I hate him so much that I watched all 3 videos of Rishike Bol guy twice, maybe even 3 times. I don't know. I was genuinely thinking about taking surgeries because of watching Blackpill videos, and now I'm like, what the fuck? God made me this way. I should be happy just the way I am. Max I can do is take care of myself and put on some makeup sometimes. This video made by Men's Maxing is probably the best looks maxing video I have ever seen. First he tells for getting sharper jawline, harder chewing gums, and there's this chewing jaw tool that you can get on Amazon. For hollow cheeks, he said don't put too much food into your mouth while eating. Small bites and push your chewed food with your tongue and not cheek muscles. You don't want to activate those muscles. They will just develop, Now moving. I told you before what's moving. I did it, and I don't know if it works or not because I didn't see much results even after 2 years of doing it. But it's good because it forces you to breathe through your nose, which I used to not do because I used to have a lot of nose problems. That's why I was mouth breathing all the time in my childhood. Some people also put tape on their mouth before sleeping to make sure they still mew even in sleep. For eyes, he said go for lenses if you wanna. Then make your eyebrows thicker by darkening it look attractive. The neck, it's very important part of your body because neck is like the third thing people notice after height and face. So train your neck exercises, strap exercises. Then he talks about diet, hair, beard, skin, etc. etc. And yeah, that's it. Now I will talk about few of my favorite videos related to Blackpill. They just talking about Blackpill. It's a critique video. No, some sometimes makes really entertaining videos, I swear.
Eat Waffles is the channel name. Huh, that's weird. Doesn't sound incel-y enough. Not at all, actually. It just sounds like a healthy foods cooking channel or something. Maybe I have the wrong oh, okay. Well, are you sub 5, normie, or Chad? How to know when it's truly over. Why the black pill is so underrated in 2021. 4 in-depth reasons. 100 black pill beliefs in one video. Warning, the gap between normies and Chads is growing. Oh, they even have a 4-part series analyzing the mathematically, scientifically, objectively perfect male face. Hey, does anybody need therapy? Because today's video is sponsored by BetterHelp in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month. Ad read. This is his basis for the claim that women, as a whole, species, are too entitled and full of themselves. Like, imagine watching that TikTok and then immediately opening up PowerPoint to create a 15-minute presentation on why women are delusional freaks. And as you can imagine, a lot of completely unhinged comments. Flydrip TikTok Shorts writes, "Blue pill gives you a dream. Red pill gives you hope. Black pill shows you the truth. People want to dream, have hope, but never want to accept the harsh truth." Vaccinated anti-vaxxer writes, "For the Chad, blue pill makes sense. For the normie, the red pill makes sense after blue pill failed them. For the sub 5, the black pill makes sense after the blue pill and red pill failed them." Jesus writes, "Oh hey, Jesus, this is what you've been doing, man? You have a dad. How'd you end up on this bullshit?" This video, no, 3 reasons never to take women's dating advice. He starts the video by playing this clip.
All you have to do is walk up to her, tell her you're interested, and give her your number. And don't ask for her phone or anything, just write it down on a little piece of paper and just give it to her. And I guarantee that if you use this method, you're gonna get a better response because they already know now that you respect them enough.
And then he responds immediately with this.
You heard it here first, guys. From now on, all you have to do is simply write down your number on a piece of paper and start handing it out to women like you're a street salesman. Apparently, it's really that easy. But what she didn't mention is to also bring a broom and rubbish bag, so you can have an easier time picking up all of the worthless pieces of paper you handed out that got dropped 30 seconds later. Anyway, to avoid wasting your time, I'll get straight into the video about in my previous videos. Most of these are trying to sell you lies and hope in order to keep you trapped in their corrupt system. Then when you fail, you're told to buy even more programs or courses.
That last one is particularly rich given what's linked in the description of every single one of Waffle's videos. If you click this link, you'll be sent to Wheat Waffle's Fiverr page, where you can pay him up to $25 for a face rating, and using brutal honesty and a light dash of phrenology, he can tell you all the places and ways that you look fucked up and weird. Almost 2,000 people have paid for this. He is making a lot of money selling insecure guys more insecurity. This is fucking bad, man. Like, you can get mad at creators all you want for selling false hope. At least they're selling hope. You're selling more fear and a further reliance on black pill ideology, which also you're selling on your YouTube channel, so that's kind of interesting. You've monopolized the incel product line. Congratulations. And that has to be the scariest thing about this channel, right? It's definitely the reason that I'm making this video. Wheat Waffles is an openly black pilled channel. The black pill, as we went over, is a genuinely dangerous ideology that reinforces futility and hopelessness among already insecure men. This person has built a channel upon this worldview. This sense of immutable failure undergirds all of his content, and he knows it. Not only that, but he has also openly encouraged others to start their own black pill channels, citing a demand for this sort of content.
I'm making this video because right now, I believe there is a huge window of opportunity for other black pill content creators to step up and create some really successful channels.
And he's absolutely right about this. There is a demand. My YouTube algorithm has only looked like this for a few weeks, but it really wants to show me as much of this stuff as it can. It worries me to see such a direct call to action from an openly black pill channel. And to be fair, you know, he does have a video about how to escape the black pill, which is great, except this is what the comment section looks like. There's no escape. Once you've gotten the knowledge, there's no coming back. The black pill is just the truth. There is no escape. You can ignore the truth, but you can't ignore the consequences of ignoring the truth. The black pill always collects eventually. It's important for men to realize that in this day and age, for the most part, you can't be in a long-lasting, stable relationship with your looks match unless you're a Chad. It's better to go for a girl who is a little less attractive than you. Otherwise, you won't have the upper hand in the relationship, and you'll always be chasing because of her abundance of options. Okay, totally normal stuff going on here. Women are biologically driven to choose a guy with a higher number than you, so you should cry about it. No, but even in videos like this that are presented under the veneer of trying to escape the black pill, many of his viewers are too far gone to be helped by this and are better served by his other actual black pill content, of which his channel is mostly comprised. On top of that, videos that challenge the black pill still perpetuate some deeply distorted views about women and dating. Like this bit about how you should take advantage of older women's age in order to maintain the upper hand in your relationships.
Past the age of about 27, women tend to care less about looks as they get older. Older women tend to have less dating market value anyway, so they're not going to be able to afford as crazy standards as their young counterparts.
Or this part that revisits the hypergamy chart and discusses how women abuse this phenomenon.
Most women aren't waiting on Chad. Rather, most, up and down the scale, are looking to date anywhere from 1 to 2 points up compared to their own attractiveness. Anything lower than that, and they think, absolutely not. I can do way better than this.
So, bad stuff all around. What's the upshot of this video I'm making? What's the point, Noah? Why are you doing this? Why are you subjecting us to this crap? Honestly, I'm not a self-help channel. I'm not a dating advice channel. I'm just some guy online that's here to say, this sucks, here it is, and it's out there, and maybe it should stop. I don't know how to do it, but somebody probably can do that better. What I can say is that if you or someone you know, like a brother, a cousin, a dad, if anyone started using language that might be found on a channel like this, there are some resources out there that I think could help. As I mentioned in the previous video, the men's liberation subreddit, or r/menslib, is a welcoming and open place for the discussion of men's issues that channels intersectional feminism and has some really good conversations going on.
Awesome video, man. Thanks. This video was genuinely very important in my life because it made me question my decision to take leg lengthening surgery.
SpongeBob, the episode where he took his date Pearl to the prom, who was a whale and significantly taller than him, since he is a sponge. Wow, the 2000s sure were weird. To fix that height difference, SpongeBob had to wear a leg device to give him some extra height. And would you look at that? A natural and stable looking 5'10".
Hello? What do you think, Pearl? Cleans up pretty good, doesn't it?
Just don't pay attention to the cranking mechanism and lever.
Will you hurry up? In just a second!
Can I get like 2 of those machines? I wouldn't mind being 2 inches taller, but who knew that a cartoon might have accidentally predicted the future? If you're not happy with your height, there's a procedure called leg lengthening surgery, and it's surprisingly close to the leg device that SpongeBob used. Thought we'd take a look at it today and see the lengths that people go through for vanity. This is Ryan, and he's heading to Las Vegas to add a few more inches to his resume.
If I can be taller, I want to be taller.
Ryan Wade is 5 feet 7 inches tall. He's come to orthopedic surgeon Dr. Kevin Debbie Parshad for a groundbreaking limb lengthening procedure.
After we had given you that additional height, you'd probably be sitting at very close to 5'11".
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this what people do in Vegas? All I saw when I went was deserts, people smoking in hotels, and BTS. I guess this is what people mean when they say, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Goodbye 5'7" Ryan. Hello new person that has to explain why they're 15% taller than last time.
The procedure involves implanting a steel device into the upper bone on both legs.
We use the remote control to slowly separate the bone.
The body makes new bone to fill in the gap.
So I push this.
Okay, wait. So you're telling me the way it works is that it breaks your bones? So your bones can grow new bones? What the hell? Are we made out of Play-Doh or something? I've never broken a bone before, so if anyone has ever broken an arm or a leg, is one of your limbs longer than the other one? Please go check for me, I'm morbidly curious. If that's the case, you would have to break the other one to even yourself out.
So I push this button and then what happens? Once you push the button, then that's when you start growing.
The remote control signals the device to pull the bones apart, 1 millimeter at a time.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
Cool? I'm sorry, but you might want to broaden your horizons a little bit if you think that's cool. Video games are cool. Have you tried things like sports, like cricket? There's also competitive cricket collecting, hiking, all pain-free by the way. I'm just kidding. It's cool in theory, but once that thing starts working, it'll probably lose some of its cool effect. You can tell people that you're basically half Transformer. But what happens if the button gets stuck? Or when you have guests over and they think it's a remote for the TV, and suddenly Ryan is 8 feet tall? It just seems like a lot can go wrong. With any invasive cosmetic procedures, there's a chance of complications, not to mention the pain. Why did they make pulling apart the bone like a recipe for bone marrow soup? They were just a bit too casual.
The doctor begins by taking precise measurements of Ryan's leg. Next, he drills into the bone, then surgically breaks the bone. He creates a channel in the thigh bone for the implant.
You can see it kind of going right down the center of the bone.
The implanted device is secured with screws that are drilled in above and below the break in the bone. Finally, the remote is tested to ensure the bone is separating. Success!
The implant worked.
Well, that was horrifying. I can respect the fact that Ryan is doing it for himself, and it doesn't seem like his height is drastically affecting his life.
I've got another 70 years left on this planet, and I want to enjoy it to the full extent. And this is something since I've been 14 that I've always wanted to do. $75,000 towards getting tall. I'm picking getting taller.
5'7" is a pretty average height for a guy. There's like no pros or cons. You're just kind of there. If you have $75,000 in your pocket and can handle the fact that a machine is basically stretching out your leg bone, then go for it. Just keep that device hidden somewhere safe. Definitely don't leave it laying around on the living room table. It does seem like he's recovering pretty well, and the pain doesn't seem that bad. You know what? Maybe I'll look into this in a few years.
It's the most painful thing that I've ever gone through in my life.
David Wilson of Los Angeles had the same procedure last year.
You know what? My height is fine.
He was 5'7" and was stretched 2 inches to 5'9".
Why was that animation so funny looking? I mean, technically, his body was stretched out, but not with Photoshop, or with one of those weird Asian filters that make you 80% legs.
As my legs got longer, I needed to extend my seat back further so I could have this adjustment room right here. It was kind of cool.
And he has encouraging words.
It's just kind of cool. That's it? The worst pain in your life for an extra 2 inches, and the ability to sit farther away from the steering wheel? Okay. To each their own, I guess. I've learned that this procedure is probably not for most of the population. Wearing shoes with heels or fixing your posture can be a good alternative to height surgery. But for some people, typically with guys, height is a really important factor that can affect your quality of life, especially when you're living in a society that views shorter guys as inferior.
Would you guys date a shorter guy?
No.
No?
No. I don't date men. No.
You don't date? Wait, why no? Why?
It's just weird. It's weird. Yeah.
What about you? Would you ever date a shorter guy?
No, because I play basketball.
You know what? I get it. If a guy's too short, I might mistake him for the basketball and try to dunk him. I hate when that happens.
Hey, you funny and all, but like, you a midget. I can't do it.
I'm sorry, baby. It's the height, but we could be friends. We could, we could kick it,
You already know what I just said, y'all have to pass.
I'm sorry, but pass.
I almost feel bad. I'm pass.
I'm a pass because I'm kind of tall. I'm a pass because you're my homie. I can see over you.
This poor guy was set up. They made him stand next to someone who could touch the ceiling if they jumped. That's just gonna make his height stand out more. And wait a second, isn't this girl shorter than him? It's like a mouse calling a hamster too short. It's totally fine to have physical preferences when you're dating. Is it shallow? Yeah, but humans are shallow. There's like 7 million people in the world. You're bound to find at least one person that doesn't mind the height difference. If you can't find at least one person that doesn't care about height, I hate to break it to you, but your height might not be the problem. That's how our messed up world works, and it's not the end of the world if you don't live up to the beauty standard for height. Have you guys heard of this new trend called Short King Spring?
They're being hailed short kings. Short men pairing up with much taller women is the hot trend. Think Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban, Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner, Zendaya and Tom Holland.
Wow, we're really just making anything into a trend nowadays, huh? What's next? Tall Queen Fall? No, that just sounds like I want you guys to trip. But with all these shorter male celebrities with tall girlfriends, it's nice to see more of that representation in the media. And it breaks that stereotype where the guy has to be taller and the girl has to be shorter.
Zendaya, you're taller than Tom, and it became this thing, and I thought...
She put this out there. Maybe like an inch or two at least. People say like how did you guys kiss? It must have been so difficult. When we were doing the Spider-Man screen tests, I mean, you'd have to ask John Watts this question, but every girl that we tested for both roles was taller than me. But yeah, so maybe that was a decision John Watts made and something he was aware of and wanted to break the stereotype.
Tom Cruise, Joe Jonas, Mr. Zendaya, all of these guys, short kings. Granted, these guys probably have a net worth that looks like a telephone number, and they're talented, and charming, and good looking. Basically, if you're not tall enough, make sure you have money. No money? No problem. Just pray that you were born with a good looking face and some abs. Didn't come out of the womb with a six-pack? No worries. A funny personality is a great disguise. With male beauty standards, there's more room to be flexible. You don't have to be perfect in every single way like female beauty standards. In society, girls can't have any flaws. Guys can, but no more than 3 at a time. So if guys are getting flack for being too short, what happens when a girl is too tall? Society says that if you're taller than the delicate height of 5'6", you might want to stop eating so much calcium to prevent any more growth spurts. Netflix even made a whole movie about dating as a tall girl, and how hard it is supposedly. You think your life is hard? Try being moderately taller than average.
You know that really, really tall girl that you go to school with?
Would you maybe wanna...
Well, that's me.
Well, how's the weather up there?
Nice sweatpants, Sasquatch.
What'd you say to my best friend? Farida, please.
Were those supposed to be insults? Those were the most lukewarm bullies that I've ever seen. Girl, you're literally taller than them by a foot. Just step on them, or play a bit of whack-a-mole. See, even the comments are pointing it out. Why is she letting them bully her? She can easily drop kick them.
You just have to be strong in the face of adversity. Oh, I love it! That's the one.
You're perfect.
This movie was sort of weird. Girls that are 6 feet tall usually aren't seen that negatively. I'm not really sure why they're treating the main character like she has some sort of disability.
I was hoping you wanted to go with me to the homecoming test.
Yeah, sure. I mean...
Gotcha. Let's face it, Jody, you're the tall girl.
If you're tall, conventionally attractive, skinny, and fit into about 60% of the beauty standard, usually you'll be okay. And I don't want to dismiss people's experiences of getting bullied for their height. It was just kind of strange how they made a whole entire movie about being taller than average and treated being a tall girl as a disease.
When you're a tall girl, it's the only thing that people see.
It's not the only thing I see.
Remember the dating struggles between short guys and tall girls? Well, they do bring that up in this movie.
What's even more of a mystery is why he's crazy about someone twice his size.
Good morning.
Why won't guys date me? Is it cause I'm too tall? I'll date you. Why is my height such a big deal? Just cause I'm 6 feet tall doesn't mean I'm undateable. I'm shorter than you, and I don't care about your height. Pick me, choose me, love me.
Dating a guy who's shorter than me would just draw more attention to how much of a freak I am.
Wait, but...
Is everyone in this school nutrient deficient? This is a pretty big school. You're telling me there's not one single person that goes here that's taller than 6 feet, other than her and the foreign exchange student that happens to appear when it's convenient. When I first heard of this movie, I thought it was about someone that was excessively tall, so tall that it actually caused problems for them. Not just because they have to wear men's-sized shoes, like if you were closer to 7 feet tall, like these ladies from TLC's My Giant Life. That's when your height would be more of a problem.
The world is not built for people who are 6'7". Driving a car when you're 6'9" is difficult.
Nance, your knees are hitting the steering wheel. I can't even get my head in.
The airplane is very frustrating.
Wait, I actually never thought about that. Tall people probably have to bend down so much to fit into spaces and avoid hitting their head on the doorframe. My neck already hurts from just watching them.
I would like to go to prom this year, but if a senior doesn't ask me to prom, then I can't go.
Have you asked anyone?
I have always told her, you're gonna be tall, that's just life. But if you choose to love yourself, there's no telling what you can do.
Oh my god, what was that? That was actually the scariest thing I've ever seen. Okay, maybe it wasn't scary, but it caught me off guard. Why are you running? Are you being chased? Is this how I look when I skip a step going up the stairs? Well, at the end of the day, your height will always play a factor in your life, along with your appearance. That's just the way society works right now, but you don't have to let it dictate your life. Like I said, there's more than 7 trillion people in the world. If you can't find someone to date you because of your height, maybe get a book on how to be funny or learn how to make money really fast. Hey, the YouTube algorithm is feeling a bit 5'2" today, and you can help stretch out its bones with a like and a comment on this video. Feeding it engagement will help it grow, and I'll get to show up on Your Recommended with more fun topics to talk about. Have a good day, try not to be dumb, and I'll see you in the next one.
By the way, people seriously think Adriana Lima is female Chico. Look at Aishwarya Rai. She's the most beautiful woman I have ever seen in my life. I don't know, even if foreign girls look good, I still go for decent, cute looking Indian girls always. Okay, last video is by Hamza, including his cause, is goated.
I fucking hate the Blackpillers. Have you ever seen them online? This group called like Blackpill. It's like this new like movement of guys who say like it's only genetics that matters. And they're saying to young men, yep, give up. If you're 6'4", you'll never get girls. If you're brown, you'll never get girls. If you're black, you'll never get girls. If you don't have this eyelid shape, you'll never get girls. They said this to me a year ago and they were saying that like my genetics were so bad that I'd never be able to get girls. Then I got girls. I got more attractive. And now they're like, oh well, your genetics, they're saying this to me. First they said my genetics were shit. Now they're saying my genetics are really, they've always been really good. They must be. So it wasn't never genetics, was it? It's very important that you have the total belief that you can make yourself more attractive and that eventually you can go and get more girls from them. It's so utterly important that you believe this. Jeffrey goes on to self-improvement YouTube videos and leaves Blackpill comments. Imagine being called a fucking Jeffrey and a guy imitates you putting on a helmet, bro. This is how you know Blackpillers are just fucking lost. This advice is stupid. It wouldn't work for a 5'2" Indian janitor because you're 6 foot, Hamza, so we can't take your advice. If Jeffrey just put half of the time that he spends commenting this bullshit on YouTube videos into going to the gym, he would make enough progress to start attracting women. But he doesn't. He's lazy. He's the bottom of the bucket crab that wants to pull you down. So are you gonna let him? You see these comments on our videos all the time. They want attention and they want to pull you down so that they feel better at the bottom with you. Don't succumb to that pressure. I should have been blackpilled. When you see pictures of me when I was 15, 16, 17, I wasn't attractive and I thought that I was actually pretty damn ugly. I was certain that my brown skin made me ugly, that I could never attract girls here. If I stumbled across the Blackpill and incel forums back then, I probably would have fallen for their trick. They get young guys who are lonely and they strip every bit of hope away from them. I am lucky and so privileged that I didn't stumble across that community. Adonis is a man full of hope, and he transfers that hope to the men around him. That's what brotherhood is for. He believes in himself and he believes in his tribe. He brings them up. He can't understand why there's so many men who would rather pull you down. Adonis looks in disappointment to the average men of today. They've given up, but they won't stop up until more men have given up with them. It's a shame. One of the most common comments that these Blackpill spurgs leave on my videos, and you've got to know, okay, the comments that you see under my videos are not all guys on self-improvement. You have to be wary. I've said this on my stream before, that these guys are trying to infiltrate. They're so fucking weird. We're here talking about meditation and they'll come in and tell you that meditation doesn't work and that you should just be Blackpill. It's fucking weird, bro. But these spurgs will come to, and you will see them comment below, and you'll probably see them comments on this video. And one of the most common comments is this advice, this self-improvement advice wouldn't work for a 5'2" Indian janitor. Like, I'm telling guys, okay, if you build your dream body, you'll start attracting more women. Of course you will. But they'll say, oh no, it doesn't work for the 5'2" Indian janitor. These little spurgs, these white 23-year-old males who've got fucked up posture, they think that they're speaking for the 5'2" Indian janitor. But the 5'2" Indian janitor is happy with his life. He's got a wife of 20 years. He's got 3 children. He came from India to the US or the UK, and he's a hardworking man who's actually fucking fulfilled, unlike these guys. The Jeffreys, the Blackpillers, use this example as an excuse for them to not need to do the work. We tell them, yes, meditation works. It makes your mental health better, and when your mental health is better, you attract more women because people actually want to be around you when you're not fucking weird, when you're not just like talking to yourself, when you're not disassociated. We tell them, yes, go into the gym because not only does having a sexy body, of course it fucking helps, bro. Of course it gets you more matches on Tinder. Of course it gets you more like attention on Instagram. Of course it gets you more attention when your clothes actually fit nicely. But these guys don't want to hear it because it's something that you can control. We tell them that, and then they say, oh, but it wouldn't work for the 5'2" Indian janitor. Any excuse. The thing is, this video video is not for them because those guys are too far gone. This video is for you. If you find these comments below and you find yourself wanting to reply to them, you are a loser. These guys are already too far gone. So if you take that, like I always see this in my comments, and one of the worst things is that my boys take their time to reply to these guys. You've got to know they are too far gone. You can't convert someone who doesn't want to be converted. If they are open to self-improvement, then yeah, invite them to the channel. But the thing is, they're not. They're here specifically to try to put you down. The only way to win above these guys is to completely and utterly just ignore them like some like disgusting looking fucking pest. Like, you know when a crackhead comes up to you and he starts like, he stinks and he's asking for money or some shit. And the vibe that we all have, it's like that's the type of shit we need to do to a black pillar now. Because the worst part about these guys isn't that they're black pilled. It isn't their belief system. It's the way that they go about recruiting more men to be losers like them. Here you are trying to improve yourself, and they will come to an area where you are trying to improve yourself, and they will tell you not to improve yourself because it won't get you more girls. And it's always that same convenient story of like, oh yeah, but like muscle won't get you girls. I don't have muscle right now, but I swear I had lots of muscle previously, but there's no pictures. But I swear I had lots of. Shut the fuck up, bro. Just shut the fuck up, bro. This 40-year-old man type of bullshit of like the 40-year-old sports coach or something who's like, oh, I used to deadlift 300. Shut the fuck up, bro. Show me a video, bitch. Show me a picture of you jacked, bitch. Like, you won't show me it. To the black pillars watching, build the 10 out of 10 body first. If you don't get women, I will cry with you. Build the 10 out of 10 body first, keep your mouth shut, and just go and see what happens. They use examples, like Wee Waffles uses examples of like short guys who have built the 10 out of 10 body, and he's like, oh, but it wouldn't work for him. Go and ask him, bitch. Go and ask him. Because if it didn't work for that guy, you would see the same guy would have stopped lifting. Wouldn't you? If it didn't work for the guy, we would see this clear, consistent, popular dynamic of ugly sub-5, like these guys call them sub-5, right? Sub-5 guys getting jacked and then losing the muscle, but you never see that. You see them getting jacked and you see them keep the muscle. So it clearly fucking worked. But they don't want to talk about that shit. Do not let these men pull you down. Do the hard work, especially when you don't know. Do not let these boys, do not let these fucking cretins, these goblins, these fucking smeagol's pull you down. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Mwah.
It's over for you, Gurisil. Robe Max. Shut the fuck up, Black.
The incredible love story that unfolded on YouTube. Swedish YouTuber Never Give Up posted a video titled Being Ugly, My Experience, and broke the internet. He talked about coming to terms with his ugliness and even went through every feature of his face as proof. In the video, he also talked about being teased growing up. A tough watch for sure. As he went through the comments section, he noticed one in particular, at Julie Romina's comment, saying, I think you're kinda cute to be honest. I mean it. Fast forward 5 years, he posts a video titled Our Wedding. Yup, he married his viewer. One comment sums it all up perfectly. From having no girlfriend, feeling ugly, to getting married and inspiring millions. Look how far you've come. Congratulations.
अब सभी उन ख्वाबों की तू डगर छोड़ दे अब सभी उन ख्वाबों को तू खुद ही तोड़ दे वो पिया है ना वो पिया है ना पिया है ना वो पिया है ना
मौसम तो ऐसा लग रहा है दिल गार्डन गार्डन हो रहा है बहुत मजा आ रहा है यहाँ पे
आज से तेरी सारी गलियां मेरी हो गई
अरे भाई एक रुमाल देना मनीष देखो मैं रो नहीं रहा हूँ मैं खुशी में मेरे आंसू निकल रहे हैं
आज से तेरी सारी गलियां मेरी हो गई तो क्यों ना मैं भी कह दूं हुआ मुझे भी प्यार हुआ तेरा होने लगा हूँ मेरे रंग में रंगने वाली परी हो या परियों की रानी।
हम हैं मुंबई एयरपोर्ट पे और अभी हम फ्लाई कर रहे हैं अंडमान एंड निकोबार आइलैंड। तो मैं बहुत ही खुश हूँ क्योंकि मेरे को ना लीजा को ना अपना इंडियन आइलैंड दिखाना था। तो हम बहुत दिन से प्लान कर रहे थे बट आज फाइनली
take it slow, you I go, I keep a picture in my wallet like. Take a look at my girlfriend. She's the only one I got.
Will these people break up? India has 1% divorce rate. We are not like you guys, Lama. Even Crystal like me got a girlfriend, 5'4", just 2 inches taller than her, but still she accepted me. She is also fine as hell. So, suck my cock!
You don't get attached. My love just for the taste. You're all you need. I'm on the case. You take the heat with such grace. You say we don't, but here you stay. I said you're scared, I'll let you down.